There have been plenty of games on Roblox over the years. Some of these games have gained immense popularity and are still among the most played games on Roblox. One good example is Broxburg. Meanwhile, the other games have dropped in popularity and some are outright abandoned. In this video, we look at Roblox games players no longer play. Now, these games are not abandoned outright. The games still have an active player base, albeit not as big as before. Stay tuned and watch as we look at such Roblox games. Trade Lands. Trade Lands is a game meant for players who love to plunder and the thrill of the season. This game is kind of like playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag without the assassinations, trading, and piracy. The handset was created way back in 2014 but is still getting updates to this day. This is all thanks to the active community. The game offers nice and crisp loading screens and UI. There is also an amazing soundtrack you can vibe to, a detailed map design, and dynamic lighting. You may have not realized this game was on the store, but now you have. Apocalypse Rising. This game doesn't necessarily fall in the abandoned category after receiving a huge update at the beginning of the year. This is an open-world zombie survival game that you should be playing right now. The gameplay includes base building, vehicles, and customization. The game also includes PvP, and there are a lot of servers in the game. This is one of those staple Roblox games with over 220 million Roblox visits. This game offers a lot of interaction and fun mechanics to play. Overall, this is a great game, especially if you are a zombie survival fan. Whatever floats your boat. This game is one where you can test your newest boat design by trying it in different waters. This is a pretty fun game with tons of motors, weapons, interactive items, and a lot of hidden mechanics the game isn't telling you about. This is a good-looking game with very customizable building options, simple controls, nice UI, and good aesthetics to top all of those mentioned. You can be a hell lot creative in this game, and your imagination is the limit. Trucking Tycoon. Up next on the list is a game you probably might be familiar with. This is, as you can guess from the title, a tycoon game. Trucking Tycoon used to be one of the top games when it comes to driving large trucks on Roblox. This game is one relatively good tycoon game. The player base is pretty much dead right now, but it used to be super popular. At one point, the game had racked up over 1.8 million visits. This game still retains its beauty, but the last update was 3 years ago. This game has its own ambient sound effects and a nice lighting to it. The graphics too are pretty much up to date, but the only problem is there aren't many players to play it. Red vs. Blue. This gem of a game used to be one of the best team-based games with a very simple combat design and a pretty simple objective. The game is essentially the Counter-Strike of Roblox, but the graphics are pretty outdated. The only reason why people play this game is for the nostalgia and nothing more. This game is still enjoyable if you have friends though. Tree Lands. Surprise, surprise! This game was made by the same creator as Adopt Me, which is also the most popular game on Roblox today. This game is one of the top-tier games and is racking up a colossal amount of player visits. The game has over 14.8 million visits to date. In this game, your objective is to build your tree house and just have fun in its full glory. The game has detailed maps, furniture, and a nice building upgrade tier. Even though this game hasn't received any updates yet, it is pretty nice to play as a game. Disaster Master. This game was created nearly a decade ago and will have some sort of crazy weather guy with weathering abilities which will weather each and every one of the players to determine whether they will be able to stand up to the rampaging weather and incoming disaster. This game is pretty simple, but the developers decided to add a tutorial for beginners. You therefore won't be running around misguided. There are also a lot of particle effects included in this game, and the design will make you feel like staying at home away from any kind of disasters. These Roblox games unfortunately have very few active players today. Do you play any of these games? Do let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!